Hey guys, it is July 23rd, Sunday, and it's just the afternoon. It's about 90 degrees out already, almost 100. And I got a box in the mail I've been waiting on. I've ordered these before, but I think these are the best. If you guys do stump grinding, this is what you want. If I can open this without cutting myself. They definitely pack these things way better than they need to. But better safe than sorry, I guess. It's better to overpack than underpack. All right. This is they even have my shipped to Roger Waldman PO ZT1844 stump grinder teeth parts. Okay. So, thank you from Green Manufacturing Incorporated on Amazon Marketplace. Ordered Wednesday, July 12th. Shipping standard. Green Manufacturing. 900G 900 series 10-pack 3-sided Greenteeth for $109. So subtotal is $109. Shipping was $20. Tax was $8.21, so total was $138.67. So basically, it cost about as much to grind a stump. So one stump will pay for these green teeth, and these green teeth will grind many more stumps. I have a bunch of these, but for some reason, I think the guys either threw them away or misplaced them. And so I have a bunch of green teeth somewhere that need sharpening, or some idiot threw them away. So anyway, so I had to buy more, which is cool because they actually send you everything you need. So these are the green teeth, nice and sharp, and these are the spacers that actually fit down inside the pocket, and then they even give you a lock nut. So they give you everything you need to replace your stump grinder teeth except for pockets. And I'm thinking about they have a extreme setup where you eliminate kind of like half your teeth in pockets, and you just put half of them on there, and it's supposed to increase your cut time and increase the power of your machine because it's only cutting with half the teeth, but it's a little more aggressive. So, and you have less parts, so less to wear out. Because a lot of times when you're grinding stumps, there's only a couple teeth that are actually doing most of the work, and all the other ones are kind of just pushing the grindings out of the way. So it's almost like a waste. It's like you're using these teeth to push away grindings, which don't even really need to be there. So, and this is enough for, I think, one set. I think there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And if I can remember correctly, I think there's 8 or 10 teeth on my little grinder. And this is a really good size. I used to use the 1100s on my bigger grinder, but I found that these are less expensive, and it grinds almost the same speed as my I had an RG50 for years, and I bought it with a lot of hours on it, and it had some electrical issues, and then the engine blew up, and then I put another engine on it, and then that never really, it would overheat, and it was just a constant issue. Things started falling apart. So I used it for almost 10 years, and I got out of it almost what I paid for it. So it was really a good investment. Ground a lot of stumps, but I decided to go with a smaller grinder with about the same horsepower, but was direct drive. And also too, it's on tracks, because another problem we had, the machines I've had in the past were super slow, super heavy, and they would always, a couple of ones I had would basically run hydraulics. So whenever you run your engine to a hydraulic pump, to a hydraulic motor, and then to a belt drive, you're losing a lot of power. So the one I have now is basically the engine, belt drive, shaft, belt drive, cutter wheel. So there's a lot less power loss. So when you're using a smaller machine, direct drive is pretty much necessary, because if you have to have a lot of power to run a hydraulic machine, because you lose so much. They're nice to have, but there's just more problems. I think the best drive unit Vermeer makes, it's basically a drive shaft, and then it connects to differential right into the cutter head. So there is no basically give. So you have to be careful, because I've seen a lot of guys run into the stumps, install the machine. That's a lot of stress on that drive shaft and the gearbox. So if you have one of those machines, even though it's awesome, you want to, not beat it up. You want to, keep sharp teeth on it. Even though it can cut without sharp teeth, you want to keep your maintenance up, and that machine will last a long time with very little maintenance, and it'll make you a lot of money. So, like I said, I chose a small machine that is kind of like direct drive, just has 2 belts, no hydraulics for the cutter head, just for the movement of the machine, and it's only 38 horsepower, but it pretty much cuts the same as my 50 horsepower diesel, and I have a 38 horsepower gas, so that should tell you something. The tracks are a game changer. The size is a game changer. I can grind almost any stump. I just choose not to grind the bigger ones, because it's just too much wear and tear on the machine. I've done it before. Make sure you have sharp teeth, especially for pine and like your live oak and the gummy, and also the gummy ones, because if you don't have sharp teeth, it wears on the machine, and it just cuts a lot faster, of course, with sharp teeth, and it makes the stump grinding just more enjoyable. Because when you have a smaller machine, especially, you need to keep your maintenance up like perfect, because if not, you'll be out there longer and you'll heat up the machine and just do undo unneeded wear and tear and heat on the machine. So anyway, if you guys have any questions or comments, let me know. Another reason I choose Greenteeth is because they're super easy to sharpen. Basically, all you need is a bench grinder with the green wheel, and then you just need a regular or rechargeable drill. You just put this in your drill and you push it up against the bench grinder, and I usually start in the middle and grind the center out, and then I turn it and take the edge and catch an edge, because this is what really cuts, is that edge. And you can see that there's like a this is all carbide, so you want to wear a mask too when you're sharpening, and try to do it outside so you don't breathe in all that dust. But you can actually sharpen clear down to the steel. So there's a lot of sharpening in here, and a lot of guys make a mistake. They don't sharpen as frequently, so what happens is it gets rounded, and it's really hard to get that edge back. So anytime this gets a little bit rounded, go ahead and take them off and try to create that edge again. Even if it's flat, it's nice to have a concave, but even if it's flat, if you can keep this edge or anything that has a little bit of a bite to it, that is going to make all the difference in the world. And also too, make sure your sharpest teeth are the lead teeth, because they do all the work. It's funny, you can have a bunch of dull teeth and just add 2 sharp teeth to the lead teeth, and it's like they're all sharp. I mean, it makes that much difference. So sometimes you don't have to change out all the teeth. Just change out the lead teeth and keep the lead teeth sharp, and that's going to do like most of your work and basically make your life a lot easier. So if you like this video, crush the like button and subscribe. And if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them the best of my abilities. I've been grinding stumps for over 20 years, and I've used about every different kind of stump grinder, every kind of teeth. And the ZT 1844 is the most economical. You really don't want to grind the huge stumps with it, but you can. But it's just better if you hire the big stumps out. And I've used about every type of teeth. I think this one is the most economical and the most bang for your buck and the easiest to maintain. So, all right guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.